Welcome to the Coliseum in Oakland for the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Oakland leads the West. They're in the thick of the playoff race with the AFC's second best record coming into today. Our kickoff is next. We're back in Oakland with Craig James and Beasley Reese. This is Kevin Harlan. Opposite records with the Chiefs at 3-8 and the Raiders at 8-3.
I think we're going to find out real early in this game. The Kansas City Chiefs even have a shot. The Raiders know the importance of this game. Chiefs trying to play the spoiler role.
Tom Peterson kicks off. And Terry Kirby is inside the 5, and we are underway. Zigzagging his way near the 25, then brought down nicely by Gary Stills. It's a return of 23 yards on the play. There's some extracurricular activity after the play, as you might expect. Great to have you with us this afternoon. How does Kansas City beat the Raiders this afternoon?
They got to run the ball. I think this is an attitude game for the Kansas City Chiefs. They have to tell the Raiders and show them on the field that they are going to play this ball game. Otherwise, the Raiders are going to smack them in the mouth.
Both teams coming off losses. A long time ago, it seems now, Thursday, 10 days ago, the Chiefs losing to Philadelphia. The Raiders losing last week to the Arizona Cardinals, and Rich Gannon 1st and 10 from his own 25. And he throws a pass, which is brought down by Jerry Rice at about the 32-yard line. Picks up 8 yards on the play with Donnie Edwards making the stop. Rich Gannon comes into today as the #1 rated quarterback in the NFL.
And he's one of these dink and dunk masters out there. He'll frustrate the Chiefs to death. Now, they've got to be disciplined in Kansas City today, and they said they would be. Otherwise, he'll dink them and dunk them, and then all of a sudden he'll wham them for a long one.
So 8 yards on the first play by Gannon. Now 2nd down and 2 from the 33. And he's changing the play.
And protection.
Play clock winding down. Quick drop and the throw outside. Caught by the twisting and turning Charlie Gardner. Grabbed on the play by Glenn Catrez, taking the place of Lou Bush. It's a gain of 3. And he's up to the 36-yard line. That'll be close to a first down. On the line, they get the first down with this line right here. Sims, Wisniewski, True, Frank Middleton, and Lincoln Kennedy having a Pro Bowl season. Garner and Crockett in the backfield. John Ritchie is injured, will not play. Rice and Brown the receivers. Roland Williams is the tight end. First down and 10 from the 36 for Oakland. Crockett is on the move. And Gannon whips it outside, out of the reach of Crockett, who has only caught 2 passes this season, covered by linebacker Glenn Catrez. It'll be 2nd down and 10. The Kansas City defensive line in the middle, Eric Downing and Derek Ransom outside, Eric Hicks and Dwayne Clemens. Linebackers, as I said, Bush is injured, so Catrez takes his place with Marcus Patton and Donnie Edwards outside. And in the secondary, the hard-hitting safeties Woods and Wesley outside. They got Crockett. The other cornerback is Eric Warfield. 2nd down and 10 from the 36. Charlie Garner with a block by the tight end. Roland Williams doesn't produce much. Hicks is there. Crockett is there. Gain of 1 out near the 37. It'll be 3rd.
Type of start the Chiefs defense needs right here, really to try to force 3rd and long. The Chiefs believe that if they can stay disciplined early in the series, 1st and 2nd downs, that they have a chance to make them throw the long balls, which Rich Gannon really doesn't specialize in. He's better at underneath crossing stuff.
Mike Maslowski comes in. You saw him. 3rd down 9. Raiders at their own 37. Jerry Porter becomes a 3rd receiver at the bottom of your screen. Gannon. Here comes Clemens. There goes Gannon's got to get to the 46 and is doused at the 40-yard line with a gain of 3. That's the kind of discipline you were talking about with the Kansas City defense.
Well, what they're doing is recognizing, first of all, the formations that John Gruden's team's going to give them. They've got to find out where's Jerry Rice and where's Tim Brown. Over here on the left side, there's Jerry Rice right there. They're going to cross with Tim Brown. Once that occurs, they know who the guys are that are coming across. They bunch it up. They stuff the inside running part of it. All the potential's gone for any kind of deep pattern. They squat on the play.
Shane Leckler, who leads the AFC in punting at about 47 yards a boot, sends this into the wind. Dante Hall is back at about the 10. And out of bounds there. Some nice coverage on the play by Randy Jordan and Derek Gibson. A 50-yard punt. You take a look at Hall. And let's go downstairs to Beasley Reese.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. When you look at the Raiders, you are looking at a veteran football team. They've got 8 starters with a combined 101 yards, 100 years, that is, of NFL experience. Now, the Chiefs, you are right, Craig James. They've got to run the ball. Coach Vermille's goal today is 120 yards rushing. Why? Because the Raiders, he says, give up 6.1 yards per rush on first down. That's the worst in the NFL by a bunch.
Yeah, it's a big challenge. See which unit can prevail here.
So after the Raider punt, Kansas City 1st and 10 from their own 11. A fake pass by Green, the handoff to Holmes, and brought down by Greg Biekert, who has led the Raiders in tackles the last 4 consecutive years. Trent Green, we just said a moment ago that Gannon is the #1 rated quarterback, and this guy is one of the lowest rated quarterbacks in the NFL, Trent Green of Kansas City.
And they didn't bring him in here for that. This right over here, that number right there, that's 17. That's one of the numbers there that's kept this football team perhaps from another 3 or 4 wins on the season.
Unfortunately, he has not had a lot of weapons at his disposal. 2nd down and 8. And the ball resting just beyond the 13. Green with good time, a block by Wegman, a pass downfield caught by Derek Alexander, slips his way past the 40, and he's up to the 41. It's a 1st down and a gain of 28 yards. That's what I'm talking about. Alexander has been gone most of the season. With him in there, Green is a different quarterback.
Hey, Tony Gonzalez told us in the meetings last night, fellas, we just need this guy here, Alexander, to make plays. Look how long the play develops. Biekert, 54, came back into the drop zone, and they allowed him time to come across. That's all about pass protection. Giving Trent Green time to let that receiver get that open that late in the play.
Alexander hauls in his 20th reception of the season. Down and 10 yards to go at the 41. At the tight ends, including Dunn. Play action by Green. Great time. Good block by Waters. Dumps it off to Holmes. By midfield. By the 45. And down to the 42. Down by Marquez Pope. It's a gain of 18 yards. He may not be Marshall Faulk for Dick Vermeil, but he's about the 2nd best thing he's going to find.
And he's been productive on the ground for him. Sure, he's not Marshall, but he's doing his job.
Tate, Waters, Wegman, Shields, and Spear. The offensive line in the backfield, Holmes and Richardson. Wide receivers, Minnis and Alexander. And the tight end is the Pro Bowler, Tony Gonzalez.
Guy right there on the hot seat today.
Inside the 42. First possession for the Chiefs after the Raider punt. 1st and 10. End around to Alexander. A block by Gonzalez. Chased by Bryant. Grabbed by Grady Jackson. Brought down after a gain of 1. And it's down to the 41-yard line. The Oakland Raider defense, number 18 in the NFL. Upshaw, Russell, Grady Jackson, Tony Bryant. Linebackers, Thomas, Biekert, and Alexander. In the backfield with Woodson and Allen at the corners. Dorsett and Marquez Pope are the safeties.
Yeah, don't be surprised if they don't go after Charles Woodson today. Woodson, those guys had a little turf toe injury. Vermeil said, hey, you know you can't play well. You've had turf toes. And I kind of got up. You know, you're right.
Jake Plummer went after him last week for Arizona.
You can go after a guy who's wounded. That's smart. It's not being mean, just smart.
2nd down 9 from about the 40-yard line. Here comes the shift. Elusive. Priest Holmes inside the 25 into the 22. It's a 1st down run of 20 yards for Holmes to the 22 of the Raiders on a very impressive 1st possession by the Chiefs.
All right, let's look for discipline. Everybody here on defense is supposed to play discipline and have their gap responsibility. But once they get to the line of scrimmage, look at the bunch up. Look at these 2 guys right here. That's wrong. That's 2 options for him. That's why the Raiders defense is having a hard time. They're playing stacked football on defense instead of gap control responsibility.
And a good block by Brian Waters on that play. Inside the 22, it's 1st and 10. Holmes, a block by Wegman, chased by Biekert, a block by Gonzalez, and outside he goes to about the 11-yard line. Another good one by Holmes, close to a 1st down as we check in to New York for the first time with Jim Nance.
All right, thank you, Kevin and Craig. This may do it in Philadelphia. 37-yard attempt, Steve Christie at the 2-minute mark for San Diego, wide left. Eagles take over, 2 minutes to go, up 10. Looks like Mike Riley on the way to a 6th straight loss. Let's go back out to Oakland.
Thank you, Jim. And more importantly, Philadelphia going to 8-4 if they can hold on for the win. Here, no score. An opening drive by the Chiefs. 1st down and 10 at the Raider 11. They had it once, and they had to punt to Kansas City. Handoff, and it goes to Richardson, who is tackled on the play by Reagan Upshaw. Gain of 1 on it's about the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
The Raiders are the top defense in the league on stopping opponents on 3rd down. Vermeil said, look, hey, I've told my offense, fellas, let's get a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. Let's don't even horse around with 3rd down. Just get the job done before you get to 3rd down. So that means you can't go out and get 1 yard on 1st down. A guy like Greg Beaker right there, he is so smart. He's an excellent football player. Sometimes maybe a little over-aggressive, but I like the way he plays.
2nd down and 9 from the 10. It's Holmes with the Richardson block, a Gonzalez block, breaking the tackle at the 5, and he's in the zone for a 10-yard Kansas City touchdown.
There's a little statement. What I say, Beasley and I were talking about coming out and getting after him early. On the road, rivalry game. Raiders giving it up on the ground. Chiefs good at running the ball. And I thought the Raiders could come out here and pop them pretty quick unless the Chiefs did exactly what they did there, which is run the football.
6th rushing touchdown this season for Holmes, and the extra point by Peterson is up and true, and the Chiefs have made an early statement. They can't turn the ball over. They've got to get the Raiders in a hole, and they got to play mistake-free football, and that's so far what they have done.
One of the things you got to look for is the defensive line. Once he gets beyond the line of scrimmage, where's the defensive line? In other words, who's pursuing? There's your cutback. Now look right here. Look at the bodies to the right side. All those black jerseys there backside. They never pulled off and came back to pursue to stop the run. You can't assume that somebody in one-on-one is going to bring this guy down. Look at the guys behind him when he breaks through here. Look at all the bodies back there. Nobody really pursuing, getting to the ball. And I guarantee you these defensive line coaches and the guys playing that front 7, they're going to hear about that. Come off, pursue the football.
So Priest Holmes on that drive, 42 yards. He goes over 1,000 for the season. And he is the first 1,000-yard rusher for the Chiefs since 1991. And Christian Okoye.
I think I pulled a groin muscle in the booth. Watching that run that he had a while ago. I'm getting down so low, I strained my groin muscle.
Wow.
I used to get hurt on the field. I never thought I'd get hurt in the booth.
So Holmes with the 10-yard touchdown run. Here's the ensuing kickoff by the Chiefs. And Kirby at about the 10 for the Raiders. Runs into a thicket of Kansas City defenders and is down. A fumble on the play. At least the Chiefs think there is. And there's been no indication yet. You see them unraveling the bodies. The Chiefs have the ball. A fumble by the Raiders. Much like David Dunn last week on a punt late in the game against the Arizona Cardinals, which cost John Gruden the game. Early in the game, the Chiefs recover a Terry Kirby fumble on a kickoff return.
And Kirby comes up. This team here not playing tight, but trying to make something happen on their own. Kirby jumps up, kind of jumps up airborne into the pile. And when he does, the ball squirts out. It's clearly a fumble on the ground. Not even disputable. Left-hand side of your screen, ball pops right out. As soon as he hits the pile, in front comes down. That's a fumble. The Chiefs on it.
From the 29 of Oakland, Kansas City, 1st and 10. Holmes, a hole that he tries to crawl through, and he's down to about the 25, picking up 4 yards on the play, bringing up 2nd down and 6.
Ooh, man. Marcus Spears pulled around that time, and he came in and delivered a message. The Chiefs offensive linemen, we've had this team several times this year. They like to set their pads. They love their superstar that's running behind them, and the more they have a chance to run early in this game, the more they'll have to run.
2nd down and 6 from the 25. Priest Holmes again. Grabbed this time and torn down. Rod Coleman. It's a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd down and a couple to go as you see some finals. Bottom of your screen. New England winning again. They've got 8 wins on the season. Jacksonville with the win, and the Buccaneers coming from behind to beat Detroit.
Detroit was hanging in there. You thought they might get it done. The Cowboys, I just felt like the Cowboys at home, this would be a game they'd beat the Giants.
From the Raider 22, 3rd down and 3 after an Oakland fumble on a kickoff. That's Alexander on the fly. Hand off to Richardson. Brought down easily. The first hit by William Thomas. Then Beaker came in, and there was an avalanche of Raider defenders. Losing 3 on the play, so the Raiders hold here after a fumble mistake, and the Kansas City Chiefs will have to settle for a 3-point try.
Again, I said the Raiders are the #1 team in the league on stopping opponents on 3rd down. They become a lot more aggressive. There's a sense of urgency, and there was in that play right there, clearly indicative of the way they penetrated. They had penetration, which stopped the Chiefs' attempt.
Todd Peterson, with the wind at his back, has knocked in 13 consecutive field goals. Just a 43-yard try. And he strokes it through. 14 straight for Peterson. That one good from 43 yards away. So the Chiefs do cash in on the Oakland fumble and now lead it 10-0.
We've heard Dick
has made a difference and will continue to do so for the Chiefs in the years to come. He is that running back that they have not had who can produce those kinds of yards for the first time in a long time. 43-yard field goal. Peterson's kickoff is taken near the goal line by Terry Kirby, who fumbled the last time. Changes directions, then is brought down on the play by Gary Stills at about the 23-22. We'd like to welcome those of you who have just watched Philadelphia and San Diego. Kevin Harlan, Craig James, and Beasley Reese here in Oakland from the 23-yard line. Raiders have it, 1st down and 10. And Gannon right to work and goes outside. Where it's caught by the tight end, the galloping Roland Williams down the sideline and grabbed at the 30-yard line. Hit out of bounds by Jerome Woods. Only his 19th catch of the season. He is playing injured with a knee and an ankle, but that time got a career-long 49-yard reception.
All right, it all starts over here. Here's Rice. Brown's coming in motion. They're going to cross. They're going to put pressure, which is going to get to the flat. That opens up. They forget about Roland Williams. And they come across Rice and Brown to the middle of the field. So much attention paid to those two fellas. Williams gets the ball, and would you call him the galloping guy? Yeah, he was galloping down the sidelines.
He is the ex-St. Louis Ram. From the 28, 1st and 10 for Gannon. Again with time and throws a dart. This is the other tight end, Jeremy Brigham, who is belted by Woods, tackled by Edwards, and close to a 1st down. Jeremy Brigham gets his 6th reception of the season. Mark him down near the 17-yard line.
When you talk to the Chiefs, they talk so much about their disciplines and worries about Rice and Brown that sometimes you forget about the other guys that are out there. And that's why Dick Vermeil and their team has so much respect for Rich Gannon. Rich Gannon just takes what the defense gives them. He's not trying to force the ball to Brown and Rice until it's there.
He's thrown the fewest interceptions as Gannon in the NFL of any quarterback. Only 4 this year. They do get a 1st down outside the Chiefs 17, 1st and 10. And the hurdling. Charlie Garner goes for 3 down to about the 14-yard line. And back downstairs we go to Beasley Reese.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. This drive set up by tight end Roland Williams. Now, this is a guy, as you mentioned, they got from the Rams. But when we talked to John Gruden, he said that tight end play has got to pick up. They assumed that this young man knew a lot about complicated passing offense because of his background with the Rams, but they said he does not. They think he'll be a great player, but that's a great start for this young man. Back upstairs.
Yeah, Bees. I mean, they get rid of Ricky Dudley, looking for that guy, that impact guy at that position.
14-yard line, 2nd down and 7 for Gannon. Here he goes, scramble. He's inside the 10, diving close to a 1st down. Had to get inside the 8. He picks up 6 on the fly. So depending on the spot, which Gannon is trying to orchestrate right there, it'll be close to a 1st.
You know, this guy has run for a 1st down in 23 straight games, yet his numbers overall rushing are down this year. Again, it's just a savvy, smart guy, picking and choosing when he takes off running for 1st downs. And just not a scrambler, he's a player.
So you're saying he's not running as much this year on purpose?
Absolutely. Just a smarter football player, and that's why he's the only guy in the NFL rating above 100 for quarterbacks.
Well, what's interesting is they're not going to take a measurement from the side, and that's how far he's got to go. The Raiders a season ago, and it was well documented, led the league in rushing. This year, they're number 13. A lot of that has to do with Gruden's use of Gannon, and Gannon not running his offense.
Gannon can stay around the NFL a lot longer playing the way he is right now.
So it is 3rd down and 1. The big play on this drive was the long completion to the tight end Roland Williams. It covered about 49 yards. And that comes On the heels of a Kansas City first drive, which produces a rushing 10-yard touchdown and an ensuing fumble on the kickoff by the Raiders, and the Chiefs got 3 on that. That's where we stand right now.
I got you.
The Kansas City 8, 3rd down and 1. And it's Wheatley getting the first down, brought down by Warfield and Cadrez. A first down for the Raiders, who have it at the Kansas City 6. First down and goal to go.
You know what I like about football? Sometimes in a rivalry game, you know, it's a short distance here. It's like play at the plate in baseball. Watch Patton, how he gives it up. If you're going to play middle linebacker in the NFL, you know you're going to have to go meet somebody. That's Superman going through the air right there, you know?
But launch. First down and goal from the 6. Wheatley in the backfield. Crockett is there as well. Wheatley gets the call. Crockett block. A Wisniewski block. And that opens up the gate and a Raider touchdown. Tyrone Wheatley gets his 4th rushing touchdown of the season.
Hey, you know, nice job. Unbalanced right. Look at Wisniewski right there, 76 coming around. Logs the guy at the end. Easy job for Wheatley to come through and score the touchdown.
And Janikowski has been perfect on PATs this season. Belts in his 35th in a row. The long completion of the tight end. A nice block by Wisniewski, and the touchdown run by Tyrone Wheatley. Oakland, a touchdown run moments ago of 6 yards by that man, Tyrone Wheatley, who has bounced around the league a little bit, but that time bounced into the end zone and gets the Raiders on the board on a 6-yard touchdown run. Now the ensuing kickoff by Sebastian Janikowski, who has not had a lot of touchbacks of late. 11-yard line, Dante Hall. Got a block from Owens and brought down from behind by Johnny Harris. A flag is on the field at the 22. And Janikowski has 11 touchbacks on the season. Good for number 2 in the NFL, but it's been a while since he's had another touchback.
And it's crazy. I sit there and watch him kick 60-yard field goals in pregame.
During the return, holding number 34, Kansas City, 10 yards. Timeout.
And that's Mike Cloud, and that's some of the mistake-free football I mentioned before that the Chiefs and Dick Vermeil have got to play with this afternoon. Timeout. The Chiefs get it after the Raider kickoff. Touchdown run by Wheatley. 1st and 10 from about the 12. It's Priest Holmes again, finding some room and brought down by Grady Jackson and Chris Cooper, along with Marquez Pope. A gain of 6 or 7 yards on the play up to about the 18-yard line, bringing up 2nd down.
Really not a good sign for the Raiders when you put 8 guys up there committed to stopping Priest Holmes, and he still reels off a 7-8 yard run on you on 1st down. They're just not penetrating, just not getting across the line of scrimmage.
Last week it was Michael Pittman for the Arizona Cardinals, and it's Holmes. As you see some other scores at the bottom of your screen, the Pittsburgh Jets game, a big one. It's 2nd down and 3 at about the 19-yard line for the Chiefs. Play action. Here comes Cooper. There goes the first reception to Tony Gonzalez. Racing out of bounds. Pushed that way by William Thomas and has the 1st down. He's up to about the 22-yard line. Coming up in the next Tell Halftime Report, join Jim, Mike, Randy, and Jerry for all the scores and highlights. All coming up on the next Tell Halftime Report from New York. And today, Craig, was about as fun a day as the NFL has had all season. Jets in Pittsburgh, Green Bay in Chicago, St. Louis, San Francisco. I mean, tremendous games all the way around.
Big rivalry day.
Half minute to play here in the 1st quarter. Chiefs on top by 3 from the 22. 1st and 10 for Green. Good time. Winds up, goes deep, down the side. Juggled and dropped incomplete by Tony Gonzalez. And the coverage on the play by Eric Allen. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, you know what? Tony Gonzalez is just looking for opportunities to go one-on-one. He gets his chance over here. Ball goes up high. Derek Gibson's there, and Tony would probably be the guy to tell you right now I should have caught that football. And he wants it. This is a guy that's so committed to wanting to win that he just wants it sometimes, maybe too hard, like right there, too badly. Can't make the play.
2nd down and 10 from the 22. Draw play. Holmes slips by Reagan Upshaw, then brought down by William Thomas, and close to a first down again. He runs so hard every time. He's up just beyond the 32-yard line. And the first quarter clock continues to tick. And the Chiefs will let it do that way. It looks, yep, they get another first down. They continue to shred the run defense of the Raiders.
And what Vermeil said, hey, look, they're great on third down. They stop people. Let's go ahead and find a way to get a first down on first or second down.
Priest Holmes has 67 yards, a touchdown run, and a 1,000-yard season. At the end of one, the Chiefs lead the Raiders 10-7. A Priest Holmes touchdown run, a field goal after a Raider fumble. Wheatler has a touchdown run. There's a look at Priest Holmes, split out now as a wide receiver. It's first down and 10 from the 32, out to Holmes. Lead block by Spears, a block by Shields, and there he goes! A foot race on the play with Dorsett. He's in for the touchdown. A 67-yard gallop by Priest Holmes, his second touchdown today. Even Dorsett, with his great lineage and his terrific track exploits at the University of Pittsburgh, could not catch up with Holmes.
Menace comes over to the right side. They get a little screen going out there. They get out with the blocking. Lineman caravanning all the way down the field. Kevin, you made the call. Look at Priest Holmes split out wide. I don't think the Raiders recognize him.
Spectacular beginning for the Chiefs. And Peterson's extra point is good. Touchdown run of 10, a pass, catch, and run of 67. And the Chiefs lead it 17-7.
A #1 digital entertainment provider. And by Burger King, home of the Whopper.
What a way to begin the second quarter for the Chiefs. A catch and run of 67 yards for Priest Holmes, who scored the game's first touchdown on a 10-yard touchdown run. 17-7 Kansas City. And the kickoff on the fly. Terry Kirby finds a seam. Grabbed by Warfield and brought down at about the 48-yard. The flag is down. 31-yard return as it stands right now. Ron Blum is our referee today here in Northern California. Teaching golf pro, as has been said many times, but always fun to think that these guys have other jobs aside from officiating NFL games.
There you go with that nugget stuff. I love it.
That is against Kansas City.
Personal foul, 15-yard face mask. Number 24, Kansas City, 15 yards, first down, timeout.
William Barty, second Chiefs penalty. Priest Holmes has 151 of Kansas City's 181 offensive yards today. We're not even a minute into the second quarter, and Priest Holmes has already made his mark in this quarter with a touchdown reception moments ago. And he has a touchdown run of 10 yards on top of that. A Peterson 43-yard field goal from the Chiefs. 36 after a Kansas City penalty. First and 10. It was a good return by Terry Kirby on the kickoff. Here comes the rush. Here goes the pass to the tight end, Jeremy Brigham. Brought down by Woods and Edwards at about the 19. 17-yard pickup. Raider first down, but given great field position because of a Kansas City mistake.
Great field position to start with. They go two tight ends over here. Brigham's going to leak to the flat over to your left side, to your right side on the monitor. And what happens is Gannon moves right. Everybody forgot about Jeremy Brigham. Brigham kind of moved back to the middle of the field. And because of his wide open stature, Gannon didn't have a problem throwing back across his body.
Randy Jordan becomes a receiver at the bottom of your screen. Garner in the backfield inside the 19. First and 10. Gannon with the hands of the crossing running back. Another flag is down at about the 9-yard line, far side of the field. Charlie Garner's had 2 consecutive 1,000-yard rushing seasons. That's another penalty on the Chiefs. I said before, they can't make mistakes. They've made 2 big ones already. This could be the
Holding,
third.
59, Kansas City, 5 yards, first down.
Donnie Edwards was all over Jeremy Brigham. It was a slot to the right side. Edwards was over on top of him, matched up one-on-one, and for whatever reason, he just never let go. They got beyond 5 yards, and Donnie just kept holding him.
Rice has 1 reception, a short gain. 1st and 10 from the 14 after the Kansas City penalty. Wheatley stuck by Wesley. No gain. 2nd down and 10. Log on to NFL.com and see why Phil Simms thinks more teams should use the 3-4 defense like the Steelers do. Just go to NFL.com or America Online. Keyword NFL.com. Kevin Harlan, Craig James, and Beasley Reese as Trent Green takes a look at the latest reports.
I give you a report here in the red zone. The Raiders are the #2 offense in the red zone this year. That's the report that they need to be worried about right now.
2nd down and 10 at the 14. Gannon, great time. Good block by Simms. He scrambles. He's got to get inside the 5 for a 1st down and gets out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Scrambling for 9. So he's running probably a little bit more, Craig, than he's run most of the season today.
He's running a little bit more than they thought he would run at Kansas City. And what they're doing is they're really dropping back deep in coverage. And Rich Gannon, and this is a guy who's rushed for 24 straight games a 1st down. And most quarterbacks in the NFL.
Wheatley and Crockett in the eye. 3rd down and 1 from the Chiefs 5. The fake to Wheatley. Here comes Gannon. He may go in. And he does. A 5-yard touchdown run.
To go over and share oxygen bottles with Priest Holmes. Guarantee you Rich Gannon didn't show up today thinking he was going to have to run this much. But again, that's what the Chiefs are giving him. He's taking it.
2nd rushing touchdown today by the 36-year-old Gannon. And Janikowski's extra point is in. Rich Gannon today making his 44th consecutive start for the Raiders. And brought him back against the Chiefs. Well, in this game, there have been 6 total possessions, 5 scores between these two teams. Raiders 2 rushing touchdowns. Chiefs have scored on the ground and through the air, both by Priest Holmes, and the difference, a 43-yard field goal by Tom Peterson. And after the Gannon touchdown, the ensuing kickoff is out of bounds. The penalty flag is thrown. The ball will be placed at the 40-yard line.
Kickoff
and that is not what Janikowski wanted to do.
The ball belongs to Kansas City. 30 yards from the out of the kick on the 40-yard line. 1st down, timeout.
And the Chiefs set to get it. A disgusted John Gruden barking from the sideline as Raiders down by 3. Janikowski just kicked off and out of bounds. So the Chiefs start at their own 40, 1st down and 10. Play action by Green. Moves up and throws one into the far side. Incomplete. Aiming for Alexander. The Chiefs have had touchdown drives today of 88 yards and 89 yards. They lead it 17-14. Beasley, what do you have?
Well, you know, yesterday when we were talking to Raiders head coach John Gruden, I thought we were going to go talk to a guy who has one of the best teams in the league. He expected this to be a dogfight. He talked about his defensive struggles. He talked about a lot of things on his offense that he's not satisfied with. So he expected this to be a tight battle. We've got a great game.
Trent Green is under center, 4 of 6 today, 115 yards and a touchdown pass, and Darrell Russell jumping the gun. There go the flags. Darrell Russell has been the focus of a lot of stories out here on the West Coast.
A lot of distractions they've had to deal with. He's one of them.
Speculation that he may be suspended.
Number 96, Oakland, 5 yards. Repeat 2nd down.
Speculation he may be suspended by the NFL for violating its substance abuse policy. The league is looking into a report right now about Russell. It would be his 3rd such violation. He was, remember, suspended for the first 4 games of the season with his 2nd violation. 2nd down and 5 from the Kansas City 45. Handoff goes to Holmes. Another flag. A tackle made by Tony Bryant. A gain of 1 to 46. The Chiefs have lost 4 consecutive games to the Oakland Raiders. That has not happened very often in the history of this series, especially with the success of these teams in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. The Raiders kind of dominated. 90s, the Chiefs kind of dominated.
Offside, number 94, Oakland, 5 yards by measurement. That's a first down.
And you know, the Raiders, this is maybe what Beasley was talking about. You know, Gruden saying to us how he's got to find out a little bit more about his team here. They come out, they stop the Chiefs on first down, so it's 1st and 10. They jump off sides. They're offside. They do it again offsides, another first down. So those are the things that really keep you as a head coach from getting the consistency that you want.
So both teams making some mistakes. 1st and 10. Chiefs at the 50.
I got you, Greg.
Timeout taken by Green. So he'll burn the first of his 3. The Chiefs are on top with the Green touchdown pass, 17-14. Beautiful look at the Golden Gate Bridge, not far from here in Oakland. Kevin Harlan and Craig James. Well, kind of game we expected.
Well, it's the game the Chiefs were hoping for. The running game, the physical start of the game. That's what they were looking for.
From the 51st and 10 after a Kansas City timeout. And Jason Dunn was in the targets of quarterback Trent Green. Incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10.
Couple of drops now. Tony Gonzalez had a big ball on the field. He dropped that ball. It was one-on-one, tough catch, should have made it. Dunn drops one there. You can't put all the blame on Trent Green for sometimes the ineffectiveness of this offense. It all has to be there. They all have to support him. Derek Alexander early on had a big catch for him. That's the supporting catch he needs.
Well, 2nd down and 10 from the 50. Green fires a pass. That's through the hands and incomplete. Tight end Tony Gonzalez couldn't snare it.
That's 3.
Yep. Mistakes. That is a thing that the Chiefs could not afford today against the Raiders. As you see some scores here at the bottom of your screen. It's a kind of season, though, for the Chiefs. It just, for whatever reason, has not clicked in so many avenues for Coach Dick Vermeil.
Gonzalez told us his mother was calling him saying, "Tony, why aren't you catching more balls?" He said, "Mom, I'm having a good year. I'm just not scoring touchdowns. They're covering me in the red zone."
3rd down and 10 from the 50. Green has 4 incomplete passes and 3 drops. He slips, regains his footing, outside, incomplete. He lost his balance and presence on the play, and the Chiefs have got a punt for the first time this afternoon.
Well, that was an ugly series there. Chiefs didn't take advantage of 2 offsides penalties by the Raiders. Middle of the field, 1st and 10. Dropped a couple of passes. Can't do that. As a young team, Dick Vermeil said we have to do today, number 1, first and foremost, we have to win the turnover battle today. We have to be plus in turnovers because we're not good enough to make mistakes and overcome them.
Tim Brown now running punts full time because David Dunn, who was the returner before, fumbled last week and cost the Raiders a game against Arizona. Now Brown, who has not returned a punt since 1998, although he has fair caught punts over the last couple of years. Fair is that 33-yard punt by Dan Straczynski at the 16. Timeout. You've been there before, haven't you?
Oh, I was nervous too. Got to be honest with you. I was sitting next to Mike Ditka and Jerry Glanville. I thought, you know what? Maybe they don't like those guys. I might be the victim just because I'm standing in the wrong place.
After a Kansas City punt, their first today, 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 16-yard line. Gannon right to work on 1st down. Fires a pass, and it's caught by Tim Brown. Gain of 11 on the play, up to about the 20-yard line, and good for a 1st down.
And you know what? They're bracketing Brown out over here. He's got help to the inside. Warfield's outside. You see the safety on the inside. Look at the help right here. They're going to bracket. They're going to bracket it. Look how loose they are. Look how loose. You know what? That's not smart football. I've learned from Beasley Reese a lot of football this year covering people. You got to bracket them, but you got to play closer like it's a man. Don't be soft.
1st down and 10 from the 27. The pitch out to Garner. But the Chiefs slow him down. He's finally doused on the play by Donnie Edwards for no gain. A couple guys slowed him down. Ransom along with Woods. Well, don't miss an amazing Thursday on CBS, beginning with an all-new Survivor with 8 tribe members left. Who will be the next one voted off? Then it's the incredible finale of The Amazing Race. Find out who will win the $1 million prize. An exciting race to the finish, followed by an all-new CSI. All Thursday on CBS. 2nd down, 11 through the 26. Gannon, good block by Kennedy. Time to throw. Rips it to the side where it's caught by running back Charlie Garner. He has 4 yards on the reception, the 43rd of his season. The ex-San Francisco 49er and Philadelphia Eagle. It'll now bring up 3rd down and 7. with the ball at about the 29.
Oh, Rich Gannon, here's a guy that 7 of 8. I'd say that's managing it. And he's been running, had a run for a first down, had a touchdown run, doing his job.
One-time Kansas City starter was Gannon. 29-yard line, 3rd down and 7. Here comes Hicks. There goes the pass. Incomplete. Eric Hicks made that work. No yellow on the field. And Gannon is snuffed. Hicks did the job. Unencumbered coming up the middle. And that forces an Oakland Raider punt.
Ooh, I tell you what, old Chiefs get a little momentum. Here are the two guys, Rice and Brown. Brown top. Rice goes across the middle. They're trying to run the screen underneath. But the Chiefs were coming up hard, linebacker inside. No way they were fooled on that play there. Chiefs linebackers were up, ready for it. Saw the lineman trying to let them go by, not playing possum with them like they wanted to. Made the play.
Adam True, the center, just completely missed the block on the line for the Raiders. The Aaron Graham snap to Shane Leckler. Sends a rocket to the 11-yard line where it's caught by Dante Hall. Got tangled up and down by Eric Barton. A reserve linebacker at about the 20-yard line. 60-yard punt, 9-yard return. A punt by the Raiders forced by Wright.
Did not make an attempt to come back inbounds covering the punt. That's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat, 4th down.
Well, we have had a large conference among our officials during our break, and what they have come up with is what you just heard. A penalty against the Raiders.
For television, unsportsmanlike conduct on number 26, who was knocked out of bounds, did not make an immediate attempt to come back inbounds to cover the punt. That's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat, 4th down.
So now that long of 60 yards will be wiped away. And Leckler will punt again. Rush came on from Jason Dunn. Punt is away. Into the sun. Here comes Dante Hall on the fly, and he's into Raider territory. Out of bounds at about the 46-yard line as they continue to mark it off. And that short. There's some question as to whether he was raising his hand. You've got to raise it vertically, and that is the signal for a fair catch. What he's saying is, this is what I did. I waved it like that, which is basically a signal to the rest of your special teams guys to leave the ball alone.
It's such a short kick. That's why he was doing that. He's saying, this is such a short kick. Get out of the way. But he decides to come on up and take a chance at it. That's a 35-yard swing on that 15-yard penalty.
Very good. 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Green to Holmes. Spears had a block, but then they come after him hard. Greg Biekert. Tony Bryant, loss of 2 on the play. Biekert, one of the best middle linebackers in the NFL. 2nd down and 12, back at the 47. They set up a screen. It's off to Holmes, who was brought down and hit initially by Marcus Pope. Another flag is thrown. Ball is resting at the 41. It's a gain of 4 as it stands right now. This penalty is against the Chiefs. For the Bills with a good day. All right, 2nd down and 22 at the penalty in tow, back to the 43. Shotgun snap to Green. Good block by Tate. That's about all that was there for Green to do, and that ball whistles over the head of Tony Gonzalez, incomplete. 3rd and 22.
Nice catch, Maz.
Former Arena League player and demon on special teams and a nickel yard line. 3rd down and 22. Play handoff, and it goes to Holmes. Here's got by Johnny Harris. Is finally brought down by Derek Gibson and Chris Cooper. You see that 75 when they wear the Raiders colors. It reminds you so much of another famous number 75 who was here for so long.
Howie Long. Yeah. I played against him, and you know, when I saw, I got a little shaky up here just seeing 75 down there.
Return man, not since 1998 as Brown returned to punt. He has been back there in punt formation, but fair caught everything since 98.
Chiefs are going to regret not taking advantage these last 2 series in the field position.
Good point. Brown Signaled for the fair catch, and he made a mistake right there that a rookie would normally make. He caught it inside the 10-yard line.
You know what they're doing here? Tim Brown's back there. He's back there not just to fair catch the ball. They may be a little conservative with him. You know, Gruden said we might tell him to fair catch the ball, but he is at freedom to throw to take off and run it.
So a 42-yard punt into the 9-yard line. That's where the Raiders begin. All right, here we go. The NFL on CBS interactive poll. Which of these? Log on and cast your vote. NFL.com is the address from the 9. First and 10 after the Kennedy punt for Gannon. Across the middle, quick throw caught for the second time today by Jerry Rice. Fumble on the play. He bobbled it. It's loose. Raiders have already turned it over once this afternoon, but did Rice reel it in? He must have. At about the 17-yard line. Rice did not fumble all that much. Someday we will see him on the steps in Canton, Ohio.
Yeah, you know, coming back across the middle of the field like that, there's so many folks coming after you there. He's very lucky that ball bounced back into his breadbasket.
Rice now at reception, and that's what they're calling it. Over 20,000 receiving yards. 20,000. No player has ever done that. And the handoff. And it goes to Wheatley for a gain of 3 on that second down and short play. And he should be, yep, he does. He gets the first down at the 20-yard line.
Jerry Rice, just a remarkable leader, player, community guy, everything you want. He's the guy we need to have video pictures and tapes sent to about how he handles life to the man in Minnesota.
Yes, the man in Minnesota needs a lot of tapes.
Randy Moss needs a lot of counseling from this guy here.
On the 21st down and 10. Tight end Brigham is on the move, as is Gannon. On his first down pass to the aforementioned Brigham. Banged by Warfield, hit by Wesley, and then finally taken down by Cadrez after a gain of 2.
So they have to be very careful. At some point, he's going to go long.
Second down and 8 from the 22. There goes Brown. Gannon, a good block again by Kennedy. Back outside they go to Wheatley, the running back, and he is brought down by Cadrez, the very mobile linebacker, replacing the injured Bush today. And a gain of 2 on the play up to the 24. As you take a look at the ex-Bronco and ex-New York Jet, Glenn Cadrez.
Very impressed with his Chiefs defense today. You know, they really are coming up
3 and 8.
They're all playing hard for the future. They're looking for a job next year, too. It's audition time.
They're down at 6 from the 24. Good time for Gannon. Fires a pass right through the hands of Jerry Rice. Was it tipped? Was it deflected? Did he lose it in the sun? Did he get something in his eye? I mean, in a case like that, I think he got something in his eye.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? It had to have been tipped. At least you're getting the benefit of the doubt because he doesn't miss many of them. No, that ball just went right through there.
Boy, I don't think
he just shortened up. It was like he was trying to. He thought the defender was closer to him than he was. He brought his arms in. Alligator armed it. Brought him in there to protect himself from the blow.
I think something got in his eye. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're looking in his eye right now.
Huh. Yeah, because the last thing you'd ever want to say about Jerry Rice is that he's afraid to go over the middle.
Nice defense by the Chiefs. A line drive shot downfield by Leckler, picked up by Dante Hall. He had a good stick by Johnny Harris, a former high school quarterback in Chicago.
Not take advantage of this.
Big day by Chris Holmes. Aldo crammed inside most of the first and 1 play in the second quarter. Holmes again. Chris Cooper makes the stop. Loss of 3 on the play. Now, this is an interesting story because Chris Cooper, we talked about him wearing the familiar number 75. He is a Division II player from Nebraska, Omaha, to retire that number.
Oh, get it off the field.
Second down 13 from the 41. Bruce Holmes with his rushing today has gone over 1,000 yards for the season. Good block by Tate. Green fires a pass, sneaks it inside Gonzalez at the 50. And it's a gain of 9 by Marquez Pope. And that time the quarterback Green had to thread the needle.
They're bunched up over on the left side here. He's right here in the middle here. He's going to drive hard and hook up on the outside there. He's not going to drop anymore. They've already had 3 drops today. The safety played a lot deeper than he probably should have, but that's respecting the speed. Tony Gonzalez.
Well, I know it's early and we're approaching the 2-minute warning, but this is a pretty important 3rd and 4 play from the 50. Across the middle, they've got Richardson. He had to get to the 46. He'll be close to a first down. His forward progress will get him in the vicinity.
And that's south unless they get Priest Holmes running the ball again.
And about 5 lengths shy. Well, now it is fourth down. The defense has had a pretty good stand here the last possession or two by the Raiders. What would you do?
They're 3-8. They're 3-8. They're young. What's the difference? 3-9 or 8-4? Go for it. You got to go for it.
I agree. Hammer it home.
Go on for it. I'm telling you, this game is close to turning around big time for the Raiders because the Chiefs have squandered at this point 3 series in a row at midfield.
They're inside the Raider 47. They've got it fourth down in inches, and Darrell Russell will dig in on that line. Larry Parker's in motion. Handoff. Richardson digging. He didn't get it. In fact, he lost a couple yards because Elijah Alexander, who is quick as a cat from Kansas State, came up the middle and stuffed him. And on downs, the Raiders get it, and look where they get the ball.
Yeah, I think they'll beaker it, and the old guy 75, Cooper came up there. They kind of penetrated it back. I was kind of surprised with the call. I thought what they might do is either stretch the ball to Priest Holmes, and looking for the gap to cut back, or play action pass to Tony Gonzalez.
Raiders have 2 rushing touchdowns, one by Rich Gannon under center. And a handoff goes to Garner. Dancing his way, gets by Warfield, shimmying his way down to the 45. Nice run by the very elusive Charlie Garner. He picks up 8 yards, setting up second down and 2.
Dude, that was so quick, I had a hard time keeping up with him with my balls.
He makes a different move with every part of his body.
Holy mackerel. Imagine trying to square that thing up.
A close game, a good game. The Chiefs at the 2-minute warning lead by 3.
Lost the ability to run the ball, and the Raiders are going to pound him before it's over.
He did get a touchdown reception early in the second quarter at home. So that's why most of the stuff was done early on. Second and 2. Outside they go. A first down reception made by Tim Brown. Out of bounds, gain of 4 at about the 40-yard line.
We talk a lot about quarterbacks and their coordinators and their systems of how you check down 1, 2, then go 3, 4, 5. He was looking to the left and then whipped his body around immediately and went to the flat on the right side. That's just a total grasp of what he's supposed to be doing out there.
Rich Gannon going for his 3rd consecutive 3,000-yard passing season. He's got a first down pass to Brown at the Kansas City 40, where it's 1st and 10 right now, and 1:55 in the second quarter. Raiders have all 3 of their timeouts. Outside, Terry Kirby with a stutter step, and then he is doused nicely on the play by Marcus Patton, who is the leading tackler for the Kansas City defense. 1-yard gain on the play to the 39. Second down 9.
You think linebackers ever use that in their meetings? Let's douse the running back. He is doused so much working with the
That's what I was hoping for.
I'm on the right course.
That's what I was hoping for. Second down 9 from the 39. Gannon moves up, throws a pass, and it's right down the middle and caught inside the Kansas City 20-yard line. Hauling it in. Who else? The Hall of Famer to be Jerry Rice, who today plays in his 250th NFL game. And we've got a timeout. Gannon has 2, 12-15, but Rice has now caught a pass in 238 consecutive games. That is an NFL record, along with the 13 others he holds.
Think about that, just even to play that many games.
That's incredible. And his time catch pulls the Raiders to the Chiefs 16 with 1st and 10. Raiders have 2 timeouts. Gannon right down the middle. This is the other Hall of Famer. And that's Tim Brown, who picks up a quick 8. And he's down to the Kansas City 8. Second down 2 from the 8. Garner in the backfield. Great time for Gannon. Easy touchdown pass to Jerry Rice. And the Raiders have their first lead this afternoon. So the Chiefs gambled at midfield on 4th and inches, couldn't get it. There's a Janikowski extra point. And on downs, the Raiders got it back, and they exploit it and cash in.
Ray Crockett can't stay with him. Rice drives him hard to the inside, back to the outside. Perfect execution.
8th touchdown reception of the season from quarterback Rich Gannon. Raiders on top for the first time today, 21-17.
Kind of quiet, nothing happening with Jerry Rice or Tim Brown there while in the first quarter, but the Raiders defense has settled down. They've stopped the Chiefs' ground game. The Chiefs dropped several passes, had some penalties, and wham, the home team is now awake.
They're still working on Rice's eyes. Something's going on with that eye, and we'll try to figure out at halftime and give you some kind of a report to begin the second half. And Janikowski slipped, and the ball, as you see, scuttles downfield, picked up by Monty Beisel. He was a former All-State fullback in the state of Kansas, and he runs that.
Had never been beaten by Rice for a touchdown.
And Crockett has played in the NFL 13 seasons. Chiefs have 2 timeouts from the 39, 1st and 10. Green in the gun. Here comes Bryant. Blocked by Spears. There goes the pass. It's caught by Alexander. Stiff arms his way into Pope. Gallops down the sideline. And out of bounds at the 15-yard line. A 46-yard pickup by Derek Alexander.
Dick Vermeil calls these explode plays. They run Tony Gonzalez hard up the middle of the field. That pushes a safety back deep. Alexander drags across with a nice stiff arm, a couple of them, to get deeper down the field. These are the exploding plays that they need on offense. He's
on the half. Chiefs with 2 timeouts. 1st down and 10 from the Raider 15-yard line. Green moves up on the run. Chased by Coleman. Fumbles the ball, and it's reeled in. Vacuumed in by Charles Woodson. Another fumble by Green. He's had a ton this season. A flag has been thrown on the play. A flag is down at the 6. It may be on the Raiders, and it is. And the Chiefs dodge a bullet. Raiders have turned it over once.
The quarterback was still in the pocket. Illegal contact. Number 23, Oakland. 5 yards. That's a 1st down.
He saw it.
We're going to call this 1st and goal. The ball is right at the 10. Here comes Green, and here comes Beaker. And then he is smothered by Brady Jackson. First sack today. Clock stopped 11 seconds. Timeout, Kansas City. They'll have timeout remaining.
Watch this guy right here. A little screen there to Priest Holmes or something would be effective.
And across the middle to Richardson. Diving to the 10. They'll call the timeout. They do. Gain a 6. Down to the 10.
Yes!
He turned down Notre Dame this week. 28-yard field goal try. And after hitting 14 straight, Todd Peterson misses. He had hit 14 consecutive field goals. And he's already belted one through today from 43 yards. Going into halftime. Well, Peterson had been almost perfect all season. That's only the 3rd miss of the season. That is his first miss since late September. But it costs Dick Vermeil and the Chiefs 3 points in what could be even a closer game at halftime.
Guys, I'm with Coach Gruden. Coach, it's a great football game for the fans, but from your perspective, what do you get fixed at the halftime?
We got to fix our defense, I'll say that. We made a couple errors in the kicking game. We're giving up way too many big plays on defense right now, and we got to get that thing going.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot.
This week, John Gruden took himself out of the running for the Notre Dame job. Remember, recall, back in January, he was up for the Ohio State job, too, and he removed himself from that list.
Coach, it's a great
field goal. Peterson just choked up.
Dante Hall awaits the kickoff from Sebastian Janikowski. What about the 1? And Randy Jordan got a hand on him. And a 24-yard return. Kevin Harlan alongside Craig James. What do you think about the second half?
It's all about what happened at the first of the game. The Chiefs have to go back to running the football. The Raiders stopped it late in the second quarter. Now can the Chiefs regroup and get it going again? If they don't do that, the Raiders will pound them in the second half.
Raiders have had success, of course, this season at 8-3 coming in. Kansas City at 3-8. Raiders have 1 turnover so far today. The Chiefs have none. So from the 25-yard line, Trent Green, with his numbers in front of the 8 of 14, with the touchdown pass of 67 yards to Priest Holmes, lines up first down and 10. The block by Spears, the throw by Green, tipped incomplete. Nice job by Charles Woodson. As he was defending Derek Alexander, it'll be second down and 10. Through 30 minutes of football, here are some of the numbers.
You know, this 66 yards rushing right there, that was early on. The big plays on the passes, but I really believe they dropped now probably 4 passes. Here's the 1 turnover. This is a game here now where both defenses will have made some adjustments, but specifically the Raiders, they've got to penetrate to stop Priest Holmes.
And the Heisman Trophy winner, Charles Woodson, who said he voted for Eric Crutch, the quarterback in Nebraska, second down and 10. Holmes breaking one tackle after another and diving up the middle, running into Dale Russell and taken down at the 36-yard line. Good for a Kansas City first down.
You know what, this is, I'm not so sure. You see the penetration that comes up here and then the support that comes back. I watched how they're not tackling. Look how they're using their arms and trying to just get up high. I mean, right in here, this guy's got to come back, not give his body up. That's just poor tackling there. I know it's a good run, but that's sloppy.
4 missed tackles. First down and 10 from the 36. And they blow that one dead before it had a chance to get going. Take a look at Brian Waters taking the place of the injured Donald Willis.
Start number 54, Kansas City. 5 yards. Repeat first down.
He has started at center against the Raiders, ironically enough, to begin the season. He's had 2 starts at guard, and he starts at guard today.
He was ready to come out and slobber knock Russell. Have a big Darrell Russell across from you, make you want to jump a little, won't it?
I agree. They like Waters. Very athletic. First and 15. They push it back to about the 31. Short drop for Green. Quick throw caught by Eddie Kennison. They just signed him this week. He picks up 7 yards. He walked out on the Denver Broncos in early November, said he was going to retire, then kind of got the hint around the league he wanted to come back, and the Chiefs took a chance. Of course, Dick Vermeil had him in St. Louis.
And he liked him there, and he said he showed up this week, and that surprised the Chiefs players. The wide receivers, everybody was surprised by the guy. And this all goes back to finding somebody who can make plays to help out Tony Gonzalez and take the pressure off of him.
38-yard line, second down and 8. Hand off to Holmes. No movement here. Brady Jackson, along with Tony Bryant, get a hold of it.
Now there's recognition for you by the Raiders. Bryant's backside. He sees the pulling guard, sees him moving. Marcus Spears, as soon as he starts that direction, he's coming around. Those are little adjustments. Those are recognition factors. Those are things defenders have to pick up on if they're going to stop the running game once the game's gotten going.
You and I have always talked about the importance of what a team does coming out of halftime. Right now, the Chiefs face one of those interesting calls.
And the Raiders are very good offensively to start a game, and they're very good defensively to come out in the second half, typically.
In fact, it's so important that Trent Green wants to talk things over with his sideline, trailing 21-17. 21-17. Oakland after a Kansas City timeout, third down and 8. Green. Pocket crumbling. There he goes. Here comes Russell. And Green is close to a first down, but probably shy by the length of a football, shy of 45. Gain of 7 on 3rd and 8, and the Chiefs have got a punt in their first second half possession.
You just can't do that against the Raiders, who are so good defensively on 3rd down. You can't get in long situations.
Chiefs have not converted a 3rd down today, 0 of 5. Low snap from Kendall Gammon to Dan Straczynski. This will be fair caught back at the 9-yard line again by Tim Brown. That's a 45-yard punt. You can see the frustration he's having. The flag on the play?
I don't see the flag, but there was a whole lot of jumping and moving before the snap.
I'm looking the entire length of the field. Both sides, I see no flag. But there is certainly something being talked about.
Oakland player jumped but got back onside. Kansas City player moved backwards, which is legal. It's 4th down. We're going to replay the down.
I agree. Or if or plant your heels at the 10 and don't go back any further.
You and I talking about one of the best punt returners ever.
He's going to return this one. Here he goes from the 11-yard line. The Heisman Trophy winner from Notre Dame with the block in lane. And there he goes. A block from Jordan. A foot race down the sideline with Allen and with Beisel. And he's in for his second career touchdown on a punt return. Can you believe it?
Vermeil just told Beasley Reese our special teams have to do a better job. We just set up here, Tim Brown's got to run that thing. He lulled him to sleep. What's the effect of an inadvertent whistle? How about a touchdown?
Second career touchdown on a punt return by Tim Brown. The extra point is in. His last touchdown returning a punt in 1996. This is why he won the Heisman Trophy at Notre Dame. The electrifying Tim Brown extends the Raider lead.
On CBS. He's sponsored by Southwest Airlines.
Straczynski with the punt of 44 yards. The 88-yard return by Tim Brown. His 100th career touchdown. A thing of beauty. And now the Chiefs on the kickoff by Janikowski from the 5. It's Dante Hall. He finds a seam. He's got a block. He's got Janikowski, the lumbering Polish kicker, to beat. And now he's going up against Marcus Knight, who makes the catch at the 25. A 71-yard return by Dante Hall, who has never returned a kick for a touchdown.
When you go back and you look at Tim Brown, all of the people down the field blocking him. But I'll tell you what he did. He made Taj Allen try to catch him, but Tim maintained his composure. He was breathing. He let that strength come through for him. The old man still had a little breakaway speed. And then the Chiefs answer right there, Kevin. Here they come back. The Raiders collapse on their coverage unit. They bunch up, create a big cavity in the middle.
On the 25-yard line, it is first down and 10. After the 71-yard return. And the outside and a gain of 6 on the play. And you can see the shoving after the play. And Priest Holmes continues to build on his totals on the ground this afternoon. 84 yards.
You know, but it's been a while since they've had a good, effective first down play. A little talking going on over there. You think they're asking for each other's mailing address for the Christmas cards or something? Huh? I doubt it.
Not now.
Now this is where that rivalry, this is where that competitiveness comes into play.
Second down and 4th and 19. Holmes again. Blocked by Wegman. And a tackle made by reserve Johnny Harris, who comes in and makes the stop. And on the play, a gain of about a yard. So third down and 3.
That third down zone, this is where, again, Dick Vermeil did not want to get his team in. He wanted to convert on second down to first down. So the Raiders have been decidedly better in this ball game on third down. They are the best in the league at stopping opponents on third down. They've been proving it true again today.
Third down and 3. 18-yard line. Green fires a pass. Top of the diving. Gonzalez is down at about the 12. A gain of 7. Now incomplete. They rule it incomplete with a late call.
Well, all of the Chiefs players are out there already looking to the bench, telling Vermeil, throw the flag out because he caught this football. You know, again, is there something that can prove that he did not catch it? Ball's on the ground right there. I tell you what, that replay right there looks like he did not catch the ball. They are going to challenge it.
And this will be the first time, I can't even believe, this is the first time the Chiefs have challenged a play all season.
I keep track here. That's the 4th pass they've dropped today, the Chiefs. And
Gonzalez dropped a couple.
And you know what? We talked to Tony yesterday, and he's been really bold, and they're trying to lure him into becoming a problem in Kansas City, truly, because he's saying how he is just sick and tired of losing. But the quote that Dick Vermeil gave to us was, he said, hey, the deeper the commitment, the greater the hurt. And that Tony Gonzalez just wants to win so badly.
Reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. It is an incompleted forward pass. Kansas City has charged the timeout.
43 will try a 36-yarder. The hold will come from Dan Straczynski. And this one is perfect. From 36 yards. The Chiefs get that good return by Dante Hall and get 3. So a field goal of 36 yards by Peterson of Kansas City. He's now gone 2 of 3, and he closes the gap a bit for the Chiefs, who are still reeling from that wonderful return on the punt by Tim Brown. First touchdown he has had since 1991. And after that field goal, Kansas City will kick off. Chiefs lost earlier this season to the Raiders 27-24 in the very first game of the season. It seems like years ago, doesn't it?
But the Chiefs players say that was a significant part of this season for them. Had they been able to pull that off, that the next several losses wouldn't have been so bad against them.
Terry Kirby, who has fumbled once today, he finds his team, and now he's off to the races and chased by Warfield and Peterson. Knocked out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. It's like a circus inside this building today. 54-yard return.
Man, these guys have forgot to play special teams. They don't know how to do it out here.
Monday on CBS begins with an all-new night of great comedies. The King of... Yes, I said Dante Hall, 71-yard kickoff return for the Chiefs. Sets up that field goal. Now the Raiders get it. Leading by 8. At the Kansas 33, first down and 10. Gannon down the middle, and that is caught by Jerry Rice. It's a gain of 9. Another reception for Rice. It'll be second down and 1. Rice has 5 catches today. Mark the ball at the 24.
You know, Rice is over here on the right side. When he comes across, there's going to be a void. He's doing the crossing from your right to your left. See number 80 right here. Well, they stay on the outside. He hooks up right there. That's smart. Boom. Read where they're going. He wasn't going to go run into them. He just stopped in the void.
Rich Gannon, who has a running touchdown himself today, has it second down and 1 at the Chiefs' 24. And Charlie Garner, nice block outside by Wisniewski. A flag has been thrown. Another flag is down. That's a 19-yard gain near the 5-yard line as it stands right now.
You gotta tell him.
I don't know if that bled through everybody else's ears.
I heard it.
Holding number 76, Oakland. Personal foul, 15-yard face mask, number 39, Kansas City. Those penalties offset. Replay second down.
Well, Ray Crockett has had a cast on his hand, and I don't, maybe he should have kept it on there where he couldn't have. Wisniewski called there on the outside there for the holding. All right, now Garner gets down the field. Crockett gets, I don't know what Ray was looking at. He's a friend of mine, but man, that's face mask. Any way you look at it.
Well,
if he had his face mask.
he did.
Huh?
There's no complaint there at all. Second down and 1. Replay the down. 8:40 to play here in the third quarter. From the 24. Tyrone Wheatley diving for a first down past the 20 to the 19-yard line, picking up 5. Down by Eric Hicks on the defensive line.
That's an impressive statistic there. To me, that's when you're scoring that many times coming out on your first possession, which is the most in the NFL. That means you're really going in there and you have good, quick communication between your coaching staff, your assistants, and the players, and they adjust and they come back and take advantage of it.
First down and 10 from the Chiefs' 19. Gannon walking ahead, a fumble on the play, and the Chiefs have got it. That's picked up by Dwayne Clemmings. His first fumble recovery, the second John Gruden turnover for the Oakland Raiders. And the Chiefs will stop the Raiders again deep in their own territory.
Wisniewski, this is a play that's been very successful for them. Tyrone Wheatley trying to make more out of it. Strip from the inside. Big play Chiefs.
Yes, is sponsored by Circuit City. We know how you feel. That's why we're here. Circuit City, we're with you. And by Sega Sports.
And the Oakland Raiders have scored today twice on the ground. A Wheatley touchdown run, a Gannon touchdown run. Rice has got a touchdown pass. Tim Brown returned a punt, 88 yards for a touchdown. The Chiefs have gotten 2 touchdowns from Priest Holmes. First down and 10 after the fumble at the 17. Green outside to Holmes. Breaks a tackle there of William Thomas. One-on-one with Beekert. Breaks his tackle. And then is spun down after getting a first down up to the 29-yard line on a gain of 12.
First down success. Been saying it since the beginning of this game here. It's so important to the Kansas Chiefs offense. You know, they two series in a row where they've done a nice job first down. Now, come on, continue the thing, continue the beat. Don't have a false start, something that they've been doing, or drop balls. Drop balls have hurt them today.
First down and 10 from the 29. You can see the graphic yards on first down. Priest Holmes again. Blocked by Richardson, a tackle by Beekert. Gain of 3 up to the 32. Washington losing last week after reeling off 5 consecutive wins on top, and the Steelers holding on to a lead over the Jets.
Who would have thought that we'd be saying that Arizona-Washington game is a pivotal game in the NFC East with 2 teams at 5 and 6. Giants losing again.
Exactly.
Eagles winning. Eagles, you know.
Second down and 7 outside the 32. Pass fake. Here comes the rush of Reagan Upshaw. There goes the pass. It's bobbled, incomplete. It ricochets on the shoulder pads of Derek Alexander. Incomplete pass. So it'll be 3rd and 7.
You know, I think this is one of those where, and it's a drop ball, by the way. This is one where you shouldn't use your hands, use your body to catch it. See how he puts his hands up in top? I think that's a play right there where, as a receiver, use your body, not your hands. Let it come to your bread basket so that you can get hit and protect the football.
So 5 drop passes today by the Chiefs. And you can see the lack of success on 3rd down. 3rd down and 7. From the 32. What a catch. Nope, dropped it. Minnis did not get it. Incomplete pass, 38-yard line. It's the first time they have thrown it to the rookie from Florida State, Marvin Snoop Minnis. Today, the Chiefs have got to punt the ball.
You know, good protection. Everybody's there for him. And Minnis should have kept going, and I think that's what Trent Green was throwing the ball to. A spot to
punt again from Dan Straczynski.
Warmed up. You kidding me? He's
set up the return. Poor punt. Horrible punt. Landing at the 46. A great Kansas City bounce to the 42. 41. 26-yard punt. I don't know if he just missed it or what.
He got a 15-yard roll.
Yeah, good one. So after the Chiefs punt, it's at the 41-yard line. And the Raiders with an 8-point lead. Mid-stages 3rd quarter, have it first down and 10. Gannon. Pocket crumbles and he's taken down. A sack, the first of the day, and Rich Owens gets him. Rich Owens makes the sack. That's the 2nd of the season for him.
Well, they've given up the 5th fewest sacks in the league here. They come out, they get inside there, top of the screen, the pressure comes over to him, and they did a good job in the secondary of covering. They've only given up 17 sacks coming into this game, and you know, that's just an decisive part on Gannon, I think, right there. The secondary did their job, but he usually dumps it off.
So push the ball back to the 36 where it's 2nd down and 15. And Gannon winds up and throws a pass. Oh, what a stick by Woods on Tim Brown at midfield. He drilled him. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 15.
Wow, Jerome Woods just delivered a big old kiss. Watch Woods over the right side. Here he is. Watch how he comes back and attacks. As soon as he saw the ball, he released out of where he was covering his zone area and came back to the inside. That's a big shot. That's a clean shot, too, because there are a lot of times these guys get, questioned from the league office and then fined. But I thought that was a clean hit.
Gannon had hit 5 consecutive passes until that miss. 3rd and 15 from the 36. Going at the 40, caught by Garner, has to get up to the 49 of Kansas City and does not. So the defense holds and the Raiders have got a punt. 3 and out. Following the game, log on to NFL.com and get the latest information on how the playoff picture is shaping up, as well as analysis from the experts. It's all at NFL.com or America Online, keyword NFL.com. Shane Leckler to punt. Dante Hall is back at about the drifting back down to the 10. Angled punt, not out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Make it the 17th. 38-yard punt by Shane Leckler. Well, coming into today, the Raiders were in the thick of the AFC playoff hunt. Pittsburgh is beating the Jets. Miami plays token for them. They play tonight against Denver. 17-yard line. First down and 10 after the punt by Leckler. The pitch out to Holmes. A good back and some room to roam. Stiff arming his way out of bounds. Tackled by Johnny Harris, and he gets a first down, maybe, depending on the spot, which is about the 27-yard line. Now let's see if they give it to him.
He's so shifty. Go ahead. What happens is, once he gets up in the hole, watch free safety 33, Anthony Dorsett. Watch where he hits him up high. See how he's going high? Go low. Drive through him with your head on the outside. He doesn't do that. Holmes makes the nice run.
First down, they give it to him at the 27. And hopping and galloping his way, Holmes breaking tackles again, and he's up to the 44. Hurdling defenders, 115 yards on the ground today for Priest Holmes. His 5th 100-yard rushing effort of the season. Earlier in the game, he went over 1,000 yards rushing for the year.
Again, we talk about gap responsibilities. You see how they're all bunched up over here. They've got the penetration, but there's nothing here. There's no support. The safeties aren't coming up supporting. Greg Wesley, the safety for the Chiefs, is up in the hole when the back breaks. The Raiders aren't there supporting. Eric Allen could have come back into the middle and helped quicker.
A lot of those yards have come up the middle for Holmes today. 1st and 10. That time hit by William Thomas and driven down. Game 45-yard line. Second 100-yard rushers over the last handful of games. 2nd down and 10. Moving up is Green. Pocket crumbles. Hit and brought down by Reagan Upshaw. 3rd. They get 2nd sack today for the Raiders. And push it back to the 41, 42-yard line. Upshaw with his 4th sack of the season.
Tony Gonzalez, when he gets across the field.
3rd down and 12 outside the 42. Green. Here comes Upshaw. Here comes Cooper. They got him, and Cooper's got him with another sack, the 3rd of the day. Chris Cooper's 1st career sack. And the Chiefs have got a punt. Cooper's because Dan Straczynski took a blow to the head. He is out, and the field goal kicker is punting. Todd Peterson. This end over end boot caught 25-yard line by Brown. And then submarines his way to the 37. Brought down by Maslowski and Monty Bison. So Peterson's punt good for about 35 yards with the 12-yard return. In the NFC, the Rams winning handily. Green Bay took care of Chicago, and Philadelphia won. They're controlling the NFC East.
Big win by New Orleans down at Atlanta today. Tampa Bay comes back to beat Detroit.
Chicago, by the way, has lost twice to Green Bay, and that's why they are below that line.
It's going to be a nice month of December, isn't it?
Ooh. Terrific football ahead of us. 37-yard line, 1st and 10. After the Chiefs punt, Charlie Gardner. Oh, he got a great block on the side from Zach Crockett. And then opened up the door, and he's down to the Kansas City 45. 18-yard run. Zach Crockett stuck with this block on the side and gets his teammate. The first down. Crockett taking the place of the injured John Ritchie with a high ankle sprain. Ritchie is out for at least a month, they think. Crockett, not known as a blocker. Ritchie's supposed to be the world-class blocker. 1st and 10, 46. Another Crockett block. Gardner there, but he is swarmed and taken down by Rich Owens for perhaps a gain of 1. Owens 5 and 1, losing last week. 2nd down long, 9 inside the 45. Gannon, who has thrown a touchdown today. That ball is deflected, incomplete. Hicks
To the snap that the linebackers in Kansas City would be out on islands.
Less than a minute to play here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down long, 9, and there goes Woods jumping across the line. Raiders have scored on 2 rushing touchdowns, a throw to Rice, 3rd touchdown, then a punt return touchdown of 88 yards by Tim Brown.
Encroachment, number 21, Kansas City, 5 yards. Repeat 3rd down.
Not a single turnover. 3rd and 4 inside the 40. Gannon. Time. Good block by Randy Jordan. There goes Gannon. He's got to get to the 36. He throws deep on the sideline. Intercepted. Picked off on the play by Woods. His 2nd pick of the season. And the 3rd Raider turnover today as Rich Gannon, who came in throwing an NFL low 4 interceptions, throws one today, the 3rd in 2 games.
Williams gets behind him, and Woods comes blowing back, recognizes they're beaten where they were, and you say Gannon doesn't make very many mistakes.
2, Trent Green with the black hole and deafening noise. Hands off to Priest Holmes. A great block by Gonzalez. That'll give him some breathing space out to the 10. Marquez Pope makes the tackle. Clock continues to tick. A gain of 8 yards. Hard-earned 8 yards by Priest Holmes. 124 on the ground today.
How good is this guy?
I mean, what a bargain. Everything they had hoped for when they signed him, they have gotten.
Mill did a lot of scouting on him before this even came up to whether he might get him as a free agent. And unanimously, lots of folks around the league said take him. 2nd
down and 2 from the 10. Holmes again. Not much there. Russell with the tackle. One of the calls he made was to John Makovic, the ex-Kansas City coach, because Makovic had him at Texas.
And Mac said, hey, keep up with this guy. He works hard. He'll set the tone in practice. Good examples.
Begin the 4th quarter with the Chiefs at their own 10. Kevin Harlan, Greg James, and Beasley Reese. Chiefs have got 2 touchdowns from Holmes on the day, 2 field goals. Raiders a couple rushing touchdowns, a punt return touchdown by Tim Brown, his first since 1991.
Wow.
Nice with the touchdown reception. The first play of the 4th quarter, 3rd down and 2 from the 10. And off to Holmes. There's a block by Rickman, and there he goes. A block by Gonzalez, and a 1st down run to the 21-yard line. A 10-yard gain by Holmes, and the Chiefs will move the chains.
Oh, my goodness. You know, when they come around the corner here, they're going to get around. They're going to really push the corner. Now, watch the linebackers. Look at Beekert, 54. Nice block right here. Look up top. Look here. That's just great man on man. Nobody coming clean. Everybody doing their job for the Chiefs, finding the right person to block.
Big day for Holmes on the ground, 135 yards. 1st and 10 from the 21. Tate with the block. Green going deep down the side and bobbled and caught out of bounds. Caught out of bounds by Alexander. The acrobatic catch won't count. 2nd down and 10. And Beasley Reese, what do you have?
Guys, you guys are talking about Priest Holmes, and deservedly so. One thing about it, if you look at his body, he's stronger than the people who are trying to tackle him. That's one of the keys to his success. And coming into this game, the great Marshall Faulk, who was in Dick Vermeil's offense, had 1,292 total yards. Our guy in this game, Priest, had 1,358. Now, Marshall missed a couple of games, but production is production.
Good point. Grady Jackson on 2nd down and 10 devours Priest Holmes there.
And Grady Jackson
of about a yard.
And Grady Jackson stronger than him.
Yes. There's about 2 Priest Holmes inside of Grady Jackson.
Big Grady put the hammer down on him there.
That's what he does at the dinner table too. Look at that.
Oh, I would not like to eat with him. You know why? You wouldn't get anything. Don't ever invite him to one of our production meetings.
Tony Gonzalez has not caught a pass in the 2nd half. 3rd down, 9 at the 21. Green, screen pass. It's Holmes. Blocked by Shields. Banging his way upfield for a first down is Holmes. On 3rd and 9, he picks up 14. Shields led the way. Spot him at the 35.
And this is what I was thinking they should be doing here. They're going to get the ends up the field. They're going to leak in the screen pass. There's so much aggressiveness now from the outside. The execution's really good there. Priest Holmes in the open space against their linebackers. And again, the Chiefs finding down the field the right men to block.
35-yard line, 1st and 10 for Trent Green. The pitch out goes to Mike Cloud, who comes in. A Gonzalez block. Down the sideline goes Mike Cloud. A 16-yard run by Cloud as they give Holmes a breather. Former high pick out of Boston College a couple years ago. That's just his 7th carry of the season.
Well, I'll tell you who needs a breather is that defensive line of the Raiders right now. They're gassed. And you know, we just showed you the graphic there on 3rd in the 2nd quarter. They had 0 rushing yards. This 3rd quarter, a big turnaround. Back to running the football by the Chiefs.
Just beyond midfield in Raider territory, 1st and 10. Cloud still in the backfield. Green, good block by Waters. The pass downfield to Gonzalez. Get it? He has it. Is it a catch? Incomplete. Incomplete pass. He was close. He has not made a catch in the second half yet. We've got 12:29 to play.
Hey, this is outstanding pass defensive coverage by Johnny Harris, number 37, against the best tight end probably in the game. Going up and stripping it, and a just tremendous job of knowing where the ball is going to go and getting up into it with his hands.
Unofficially, we've got 7 drop passes by the Chiefs today.
Yeah, I don't think I'd call that one though.
I agree.
That isn't a drop.
I would agree. And there's one by Alexander too that would have been an incredible catch back in the first half. 2nd down and 10, 9th play of the drive. At the 50, screen pass, scooped up by Holmes. Grabbed from behind and brought down by Darrell Russell at the 41, close to a first down. It's a gain of 7, which will set up 3rd down and a couple to go, about 2.
Well, one of the officials is running.
They're waving it off.
Yeah, some momentum turning here.
Yep, incomplete. Very good call.
Outstanding call.
Incomplete pass.
Pass is ruled incomplete. Ball hit the ground.
And the Chiefs only have 1 timeout left.
And earlier in the game, they used their first challenge of the season.
I wouldn't challenge this one.
No, I wouldn't either. Chiefs have 1 timeout remaining. As you said, Craig, and Oakland has 3.
But those are the kind of plays they need to continue to run. He just threw the ball short there. Had he thrown it on time and completed it all right, they had again blockers down the field.
So now 3rd down and 10. Just inside Raider territory at midfield. Holmes is in there, and Green fires a pass to the side. It's incomplete. Now 4th and 10, and they got a punt. And that's the bad news. But the good news is Dan Straczynski is back out there after Peter punted last time. So Straczynski is out. I guess the blow to the head not as severe as once thought. And there's Tim Brown, who returned a Straczynski punt earlier in the game, back 88 yards for a touchdown.
Johnny Harris on that series right there saved his Raiders defense, because that was a great effort going up to stop the ball being completed to Tony Gonzalez.
The ex-Atlanta Falcons, Straczynski's had a pretty good season. Sends it downfield, fair caught at the 15-yard line by Tim Brown, and we still have a close game. A 34-yard punt by Straczynski. Nice play by Johnny Harris, forcing the Kansas City punt. Rich Gannon is thrown for a touchdown today. He ran one in also from a couple yards out. Craig James, is he your MVP right now through this?
Well, he's certainly right up there with Brett Favre. You know, there's some guys out there that could be candidates, but he said last week he tried to force a few things against Arizona. He had the interception on the last series. I bet he manages it better this time.
Charlie Garner on 1st and 10. And down after a gain of about 5 on the play by Wesley. Then he's out to the 20-yard line. They've had some close games, these two teams. 4 of the last 5 decided by exactly 3 points, including the first game this season in Kansas City, where Gruden and the Raiders beat the Chiefs by 3 with a firework finish at Arrowhead to open the season. 2nd down and 5. Just outside the 20. Gannon. Down the middle it goes. And it's caught by Joey Porter, who is the heir apparent to both Rice and Brown at wide receiver. A former 2nd-round pick out of West Virginia. Picks up 7 yards on the play to the 27. Into Beasley. Reese, we go.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. Rich Gannon told us in our meeting yesterday his main focus, #1, is protecting the football. So I'm sure he's very upset about his turnover and turnovers by his teammates. It's something he learned, oddly, by playing for Marty Schottenheimer, the great coach with Kansas City for so many years. Don't turn it over.
27-yard line, 1st and 10. The pitch out to Garner. Chase by Hicks, gets by him, gets by Penn, and then slowed down and brought down by Wesley. And some shoving after the play, and there go the fingers pointing again. It wouldn't be the Chiefs and Raiders unless you had a lot of this. We've had some of it this afternoon.
We watched a lot of Chiefs football on tape and in person. I want to say they're playing about as good a defensive game as we've seen from them. Their special teams has hurt them in this game here, yes, specifically.
The missed field goal, the punt return, yes, drop passes have hurt them all game long on offense. 2nd down and 14 from the 23. There's Gannon audibles at the line. Quick throw down the side, working on Warfield. They got Rice again, flag down. Gains to the 33. And that'll wipe it away. Flag should be on Oakland.
Illegal shift. 2 men for Oakland moving at the same time without resetting. 5 yards. Repeat 2nd down.
You know, Gannon is such a perfectionist, Craig, but even John Gruden conceded yesterday that Gannon has been a little bit more easy to work with, so to speak, on the field.
Which makes the players accept it a little easier, right?
Yes.
You know, kill him with a little sugar.
Yeah. So I think Gannon, you know, it's a process. He is so intense. But perfectionist is what you'd put on the back of that uniform.
And that's why he's an MVP candidate.
That's right. He has thrown an interception today. He's down 19. Back at the 18 for Gannon. Deep drop by Gannon. Fires a pass downfield, and he threads it to Tim Brown, tackled by Marcus Patton. On 2nd and 19, he picks 12 near the 30-yard line.
This is like stealing candy from a kid. They get bunched up over there with Rice and Brown. They both drive off. Rice goes across the middle of the field. Brown takes off deep, hooks up, finds a soft spot. I just don't think the Chiefs secondary, and I'm sure they'd agree with me later, that they're not hugging close enough in their brackets on Tim Brown.
Well, 3rd down and 7 near the 30-yard line. Here comes the blitz by Cottrez. He was blocked. Here comes Gannon. Now the pocket's down, and he goes down. 2nd sack today. Cottrez is on him. Derek Ransom has him. And the Chiefs snuff him out, and they force the Raiders to punt.
Up top, here's where all the action's going to start and come around. Tim Brown gets knocked off of his feet. It was not pass interference, and that's where the whole problem occurred. They have a linebacker that comes late, makes him force him coming up. But I promise you, the thing that happened was down in the middle of the field, Tim Brown gets tripped up accidentally. No pass interference on it, rightfully so. And that threw the whole play off.
So Leckler to punt. And Dante Hall's back inside the 30 for the Chiefs. High hanging punt by Leckler. 27-yard line for Hall, and sliding downfield was Brandon Jennings, who made the team as a rookie free agent and flies down for the good tackle on Oakland. Close city next to the beautiful city of San Francisco. Trent Green, 11 of 25, a touchdown pass today. 1st and 10 after the Oakland punt at the 27. Screen pass to Green, brought down by Rob Coleman at the 29. It's a gain of 2.
They're getting wise to it over there now. The Raiders defensive line saying, looky here. You've run that on us a few times, and Upshaw that time smelled it, dropped right back into it. Beekert found his guy. So they've taken away that screen.
Holmes today has caught 5 passes for 109 yards. He has rushed for over 136 to be exact. 2nd down and about 9. 28, the block by Tate, the run by Holmes. Faults off his outstretched arm to get more room, and then finally brought down by Dorsett. And Bryant, there's a shove by Brian Waters. But no flag on the play. He'll be very close to a first down, up near the 37.
And the Raiders this time, they're going to decide to come in here. I call things the run blitzes. They're bringing the linebackers up hard. But again, man on man, no penetration. Look at the lane. They've cut him down. I want you to see now also how when he's running the football in his legs, he keeps his hands down there. It's a good job of using the ground to keep his body going. I'm very impressed with the Kansas City Chiefs blocking today. I guarantee you Priest would agree with that. Huh?
It's been tough. Chiefs have not lost back-to-back games to Oakland since 1977 and 78. They lost earlier this season. 60 minutes will follow the game except in the Mountain Time Zone and the West Coast Time Zone. First and 10. Near the 38. Gannon with the pocket, or rather Green with the pocket crumbling, throws for the first time this half to Tony Gonzalez. It's a gain of 15 yards, and it's to the Raider 48, and another Kansas City first down.
Gonzalez has been a little quiet in this game. Couple of drops, but he is working. I mean, working extremely hard to get open.
3 catches for Gonzalez today. Near the 47, first and 10. The pitch out to Holmes. Runs in a very congested area, and Elijah Alexander is there. Eric Barton is there. Number 23 is Marquez Pope, and it's a gain of 1. Inside the 47. Second down and 9. The Chiefs 1 timeout. The Raiders have 3. The Chiefs are down by 8.
I would say the Raiders defense is figured out on the toss. When that guard's pulling, you better hump time to get out there. But the problem is they've humped time to get out there several times, but been too aggressive and lost their gap responsibilities.
Near the 46, second down and 9. Green with another good block by Tate. Throws. It's intercepted on the deflection and picked up by Travion Smith, the reserve linebacker. He has his first career interception. And the Chiefs think there's a fumble after the play. And the Chiefs get it on the fumble after the interception.
Eddie Kennison on the backside's coming around. A beautiful pass by Trent Green. The deflection, the ball comes off. And when it's intercepted by Smith, I want you to watch Eddie Kennison come back into this play. 87 comes back and works hard, strips the football, and Tony Richardson comes up with it. That was great effort by Kennison after blowing a catch to get back into the play.
Inside the 39, first and 10. It's Holmes dancing free, a block downfield. And that came from Minnis, and he gets a first down as he runs down to the 4-yard line on a gain of 15 yards. Tonight on 60 Minutes before September 11th, it was the 15 games after leading during the 4th quarter. 23, first and 10. Richard, a block from Wegman. He crushes the defender Dorsett. Gains 5 as he also busted into Elijah Alexander. And they put that ball at the 17.
Casey Wigman's played a good game. I mean, this whole Chiefs offensive line, they have had a heck of a football game. And statistically, you know what? We've said it before. What's wrong with this picture here? You guys are really good ranked offensively. And they said, well, we just don't score enough points off of what we've done.
7-yard line, second down and 5. Richardson again. There's a hold. Grabbed by Johnny Harris and torn down inside the 10. It's a gain of 8. It's a first down to the Oakland 9. First and goal for Kansas City. Holmes is in the backfield inside the 10. First and goal. Holmes, a Wegman block. A Minnis block. And a gain of 4 near the 5. 167 yards rushing today for Priest Holmes. Another spectacular Sunday afternoon.
And he's got like 109, you just said, on receiving. So, you know,
including a 60-plus yard touchdown reception in the game.
He is exhausted, but I tell you who's more tired is that Raiders defense.
They've been out there a long time. A long drive by the Chiefs. Second down, goal at the 5. Holmes to about the 4, maybe the 3.5, and then plugged up and taken down. He had Tony Bryant in the middle to hit him. One timeout, and Trent Green is going to operate with an empty backfield. Third and goal at the 4. Green, here comes Beaker, there goes Green. There goes the pass, it's incomplete. It's 4th and goal at the 4.
Tony Gonzalez is hot, saying that he was held once he got into the end zone.
Well, a decision here. Do you go for it, or do you try for 3? Because you're going to have to, of course, if you go in, you could try for 2. So there are a lot of options right now on the plate of Dick Vermeil. What would you do?
Well, I think I would go for it. You know, with 3 minutes to go in the game, you can't count on not getting back down there. I thought it was a 4-down zone for them.
Oh.
But I would say this, they've got one timeout to go. I'd probably call timeout and make a little regrouping effort, make sure I knew what I was going to call.
And Green now is arguing that the play clock was wrong. I think he's won that battle. The play clock, the Kansas City final timeout, 4th and goal, inside the 5, near the 4. Green to the end zone, and, knocked away by Charles Woodson. And on downs, the Raiders get it back in a spectacular play by Woodson, who has been to the Pro Bowl every year he has been in the NFL.
This is the guy I thought they needed to get the ball. Derek Alexander, because we all know Tony Gonzalez is going to be double and triple team. An outstanding play by a guy who has turf toe.
NFL on CBS is sponsored by the all-new Honda CR-V, a vehicle designed for your...
By Charles Woodson on Derek Alexander. On downs, the Raiders take over, shot 5. 1st and 10. Charlie Garner up the middle for 2. Chiefs are out of timeouts. Raiders have 3. Tonight on 60 Minutes before September 11th, it was the most talked about crime of the year. But suppose the culprit was also a victim. Confused? Suppose you watch 60 Minutes tonight and find out why. So 2nd down and 8. And again, the Chiefs cannot stop the clock.
How big was that punt decision today by Gruden to put Timmy Brown back there returning punts?
Huge. Right now it's the difference. 2nd down 8 from the 7. Gardner. Grabbed by Marcus Patton, torn down after a gain of perhaps 2. They're near the 10. It'll be 3rd down. Now the clock is going to stop at 2 minutes, and that'll be a natural timeout. And both teams can regroup as Gannon walks to the sideline, and he'll discuss things. We'll be at the 2-minute warning. The Chiefs are down by 8. An important 3rd down play coming up for the Raiders, who lead it 28-20. 2-minute warning, 3rd down and 5. The coaches Gruden and Vermeil surveying from the 10. Chiefs have no timeouts. Oakland has 3. Fake handoff. Here comes Gannon. Get to the 15-yard line. A fumble on the play. It's loose. It's still open. And the Chiefs have grabbed the ball on a Rich Gannon fumble. The 4th Oakland turnover today. And the Chiefs are back in business at the Raiders 27. Gannon had the 1st down. Wesley comes out of the pack with the ball. 1:49 to play.
It's like he's hitting a 2nd gear right in here. He's getting ready to take off and go the distance. And like you say, he will probably admit, and it's easy to say from up here, but hard to do down there, is once you've got the 1st down, go down. Game's over with. But he sees daylight. He's taken off.
Looked like perhaps Dwayne Clemens knocked the ball away. So the Chiefs have it. Again, no timeouts. 27-yard line of the Raiders. 4 turnovers this afternoon. And Green on 1st and 10. A block by Holmes. Here goes a pass outside. Caught by Richardson. Just got that last foot in. Picks up 4 yards. Stops the clock. 1:44. Spot the ball at the 23.
At some point, they're going to bunch it up. Look for the single shot with Derek Alexander, because you know Gonzalez is doubled up. Or throw the swing pass to Priest Holmes to let him go one-on-one with the linebacker.
Now 2nd down and 6 inside the 24.
Here's the guy. Get him out one of these directions right here with the linebacker.
He's got 277 yards from scrimmage this afternoon. Green again. Winds up. Down the middle. Caught for a touchdown. Tony Gonzalez. A 23-yard touchdown pass by Green. And now the decision very clear. They've got to go for 2 for the tie.
Gonzalez has worked so hard all day long, getting off the line of scrimmage. Nobody bumped him, which is usually the way teams do. The little out and up move. That's that little toast route. That got the safety out of position and allowed Gonzalez to get back to the middle.
Trent Green's 2nd touchdown pass today. Now they try for 2 in the tie. And that's what they've done this year on 2-point conversion tries. Green. Fumble, down, that's it. That's it. Chiefs can't stop the clock. A great defensive play by the Raiders, who appear to have held on for a win. Rod Coleman was there and applying the defensive pressure, along with an avalanche of Raider defenders.
Took too long to get rid of the football. And again, I've been calling for this thing. And the play before, when they throw the touchdown pass, they had brought Charles Woodson up to cover Priest Holmes on that swing pass, which opened up ultimately Gonzalez. On this one here, Beekert is coming from the inside. 54, he's going to go to the left. He's covered up and has a shot at Priest Holmes. I thought Priest Holmes should have got the ball on that one there. And I know they'll look back at the films and say, hey, look, dump it right now. You got one-on-one. Beekert's out here in the flat. I like my chances with Priest Holmes and the ball in his hands against Beekert.
Reagan Upshaw with a great move on that defensive line as he goes after Trent Green. And the defense came at Green. The pocket crumbled and he was left with no choice. And so the Chiefs, it appears, will come 2 points short from tying the game after the Gannon turnover had given them life. Now they are 2 points away. You know, the onside kick is being planned by Todd Peterson and Dick Vermeil. It
was turnover battle. It's +3 to Kansas City, and he thought he'd win this game if he was +3.
So Peterson with the onside kick. It's grabbed, and the Raiders have it. And it's taken by Joey Porter. But go back to a missed field goal of 28 yards earlier in the game. And the first half by Todd Peterson.
He had made 14 straight. He misses that one, and they had a wonderful job of getting down with a shot at it. But I tell you, the play of the game in my mind is the inadvertent whistle by the official on that punt that was fair caught at the 20-yard line or 10-yard line. To reload, and Tim Brown returned it for a touchdown. Been a good game.
Okay, guys, okay.
The Chiefs, barring a turnover here by the Raiders or anything miraculous like that, will have lost to Oakland 5 consecutive times. This will be the first 5-game winning streak against the Chiefs since 82 to 84 for the Raiders, who at that time were in Los Angeles.
He can't even smile and just enjoy it when he knows he's got it.
Craig, you were talking about that inadvertent whistle. We have just received word from the replay box here that the whistle came from the stands and not from the field.
Wow. We've had 4 weeks in a row where a whistle, whether it's from the field or the stands, has had an impact in the game.
That gives new meaning to a 12th man, huh? Because that touchdown run by Tim Brown on the punt is the difference. And the Raiders go to 9-3. Chiefs fall to 3-9. The Raiders now go to 6-1 at home. And they beat the Chiefs today by 2. 5 of the last 6 games in this series have been decided by 3 points or less. A big day for Priest Holmes. Over 1,000 on the ground for the season. 168 today. For Craig James and Leslie Reese, Kevin Harlan saying so long. The Raiders beat the Chiefs by 2.